So, if you're your father's son, you'll get suited up. Our first strike must be now, before they discover we're here.
Sorry about being drowned out in the video back there. I really can't control the audio levels in the live action segments. Well, I can in game, so we won't have that problem from now on. Boy, did your uncle look like the Doc from Voyager. Anyways, our first mission on our road to rebellion is to destroy the Lunarcom relay. Cutting off Steiner from their forces on Kentaris, we can destroy their lunar base with relative ease. Why we're on the moon? I have no idea. Well, here's the map. You can actually choose between attacking day or night. I usually like day missions. It's hard to see in the night. I don't even think you can tell the difference on the moon, at least. Well, I don't know why he's spinning so fast. I think it's has something to do with recording. Oh well. Here you can change the weapons, the armor, the components, the heat sinks, and the engine size. Anything is up to you. First, I like setting my camouflage to Royal Harrier. Blue is not really that good of a color, but I don't think camouflage really counts in this game. They'll see you either way. You're a robot. It's not like you can hide or anything. So we got the components. Pretty much all this is useless, especially the jump jets. I don't use them. But the LAMS is pretty useful. It shoots missiles out of the air. Clan mechs, which Shadowcat is, gets laser, meaning that it doesn't have any ammo, meaning it can't run out, but it does generate heat. By the way, Shadowcat is a clan mech, medium size, 45 tons, one of my favorites of the entire series. I love it. We've got heat sinks. Basically, all weapons in this game generate heat when you use them. Generate too much heat and your weapon shuts, and your mech shuts down. You can actually override the shutting down process, but if you use any more weapons, your mech will explode, which is not good for business. So you want to at least have 2 in each mech. Even more if you're using a lot of laser weapons, which generate a lot of heat. Top speed, you can increase the size of the engine. Since he's a medium mech, he goes already pretty fast as it is, so I won't worry about that. Here's the weapons, separated into 3 groups. Lasers in red, they don't have any ammo to worry about, and they do pretty good damage, but they generate a lot of heat. Even so, they're still my favorite group class. They're frickin' laser beams. Ballistic weapons, machine guns, autocannons, and such alike. They're limited by really low ammo, they're pretty heavy on the mech, though they generate almost no heat and do pretty good damage. I generally avoid them, except for Gauss rifles. That's something else. And the third group is missiles in green. They're pretty much in the middle road. They're limited by their ammo, but usually you'll have enough. And they do pretty good damage, and they've got the farthest range of any weapon. They're really good. Now, as you can see here, each weapon bay is color-coded to what weapon it can actually hold. Like, you really can't put a laser beam in a missile bay. That wouldn't make any sense. But since this is an Omni mech, Shadowcat actually has an Omni bay on his left arm, meaning that you can put anything in this bay and it will fit. So that's pretty useful. Well, we don't have any weapons to do it at any moment, and I'll be taking care of any of the other modifications to any of my mechs off screen. But I'll be telling you what I do, and so you'll know what is the best one for this mission. And here we go.
This is it, gentlemen. We're about to start a war. Ahead of us is the main comm relay station. It's lightly defended and should be a piece of cake. Destroy it, and all Steiner communications with Kentaris 4 are cut off. Expect light point defenses only. Move in fast and vaporize everything that isn't a rock.
Except each other, that is.
Yes, except each other. Ian, your lance mate on this mission is Casey Knowles. You'll learn to ignore him. The rest of us do. Casey, the Shadowcat to your right. is my nephew, and your future Duke. I show him more respect than you do me.
Don't think that will be a problem, sir.
Those towers are the communication relays. We better take them out first. It may take heavier weapons to bring them down. Let's move out.
Throttle full, weapons online.
Alright, here we go. Let's take out some vehicles.
Hey, we're taking fire.
Looks like we've got some LRMs to deal with.
Yeah, it's a war. You usually take fire. But yeah, he's pretty much right. And all we have to deal with here are some tanks, some SRM carriers, all that dealio. There's no mechs in this level at all, so we won't have that hard time.
Stepped in some Steiner.
Fortunately for us, we're in mechs.
Ouch. Looks like pulse lasers. Not much punch, but there's enough of them to do some damage.
Yeah, mechs aren't really hurt by much except other mechs. Oh. Here we've got some mobile turret controls. Basically, all the pulse lasers around here that's been shooting at us, and Casey was talking about, are controlled by these mobile turret controls.
Must have
Destroy
been
them.
something good in that one.
Probably just O2 venting off. But try not to get too close to the explosions. You might catch some shrapnel.
I thought these guys were supposed to be tough.
Omega Lance, we show vehicles moving outward from facility. Neutralize all mobile units. They might warn other Steiner forces.
Roger that, Control.
Did he really just step in that fuel tank before? I'm surprised he's not dead. But yeah, usually you want to stay away from fuel tanks. Shoot them. I usually just shoot them before I get anywhere near them, because if you step into one or shoot them when you're next to one, you're pretty much
Keep
dead.
your eyes open and check your targets.
I thought I already took care of all these laser turrets by taking out the mobile turret control. Take care of these things before they start moving. Swift winds are pretty fast. They're hard to hit, especially at long range. Take care of you. Yeah, you don't need anything but your lasers for this first mission. Nothing really needs anything more than that. It's really just pretty much a stomping ground. Your generic first level of easiness. Don't worry, it'll get harder eventually. Especially when you're up toe-to-toe with other mechs. Whoa. I told you these things are fast. Anything else? Looks like my buddy took care of that for me. Yeah, he's okay in this game. Not anything special. Blow up that building. Didn't really want to do that. More APCs. I don't even think they're carrying any personnel, actually. They're just good for the guns. Come on. Time. Where is it now? Oh crap, it's running away. You know what that means.
We have to get those comm towers down. Now.
1 second. Nice. Took care of him before he got away.
Don't bunch up. Stay loose.
Now, time for taking care of those towers. I'm not sure if this mission is timed or not. He says that he needs it. He basically says these towers need to be destroyed now. So I think it's timed. I usually never take that too long to find out. Today's not that day either. So let's take care of these towers while we still can.
That's one.
I think I'm the only one shooting at it too. I don't know what my buddy's doing. There's nothing left except these guys. Oh well. I'll take care of my missiles that I didn't waste on this mission, we'll say so. There's a health bar on these things.
Omega Lance, this
Ha.
is Rathburn.
That
We show
fits it.
all communications neutralized.
Rathburn.
Primary objective complete.
Isn't that the principal from, like,
Oh,
Arthur?
Steiner, fall down, go boom.
All right, that's it. Good work, everyone. Let's get back to base. Control, this is Omega Lead. Mission accomplished.
Roger, Omega Lead. Return to base heading 175.
Nice mountain
Omega
view
support,
you got here.
mobilize salvage units and sweep operational area. Window 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Beautiful run. Nothing wakes me up like a little Steiner stomping party.
Wow, is he a fire bat or something? Oh well, that's it. Climbing up some mountain for no reason. And there we go, mission succeeded. We won, and we've only got a couple weapons to show for ourselves. But yeah, as Principal Ratburn said, at the end of the mission they send out a salvage crew, salvage anything they can find. If we actually fought a mech in that mission, we would have picked up one of them, but since we didn't, all we got are these weapons to show for ourselves. But they're good enough for now. Well, that's it, mission success. Next time on Let's Play Mechwarrior 4 Vengeance, we continue our mission to take over the moon. See ya.